binasa natin ito, or kung halimbawa hindi ako familiar masyado dun sa ginawa niyong capstone, kapag binasa ko yung chapter 5, may intindihan ko dapat yung buong study nyo by just finding the summary of findings, the conclusion, and the recommendation. So, starting with the summary of findings. So, yung summary of findings is a concise presentation of the most important results of your study. So, it should highlight the key patterns, trends, and outcomes without repeating every detail from chapter 2. So, chapter 4. Instead, it focuses only on the answers to your research questions and the extent of which of your objectives were achieved. So, ano dapat ang ilalaman ng ating summary of findings? For one, we should include a brief background of the study. What was the problem? Why is it important? And what was the main objective? Now, next is methodology overview. So, what research design did you use? Who were the respondents? What technologies were used? What evaluation method was applied? And lastly, what are the major findings? So you should present the most important results and you should organize based on your research questions or objectives. So you must also use clear statements and not raw data table. So syempre, findings na to, dapat siya ay concise, focusing only on the major findings and not the minor details. And additionally, it should be in the past tense since you are reporting a completed results. It should also be organized logically, and it should be neutral. So, being neutral means you do not interpret the finding here, the findings that belongs to the conclusion. So, yun yung tatlong dapat nating isama. So, for example, if your study aimed to determine the effectiveness of a mobile app in improving study habits, your summary of findings might state, the use of the mobile app improves students' time management and study consistency. So, about 65% of participants reported spending more hours on focused study compared to their previous routines. So, female students tended to use the reminder feature more frequently while male students engage more with quiz function. So, ang study mo kasi or yung study kasi is, ang goal is to determine the effectiveness. So, dun sa findings, ilalagay mo kung paano naging effective yung mobile app dun sa study habits ng ating respondents. So, naglagay siya ng numerical value kung gaano karami doon sa kanyang respondents yung say for example ay na-improve yung study habits. So that's one findings. Tapos na pala, wait lang. So another example, for example, is your study aimed to develop a web-based inventory management to address inaccurate stock monitoring and delayed reporting. So if you are the researcher, your findings should reveal that the system achieved a mean usability rating of 4.65. Ano? So, meron kang numerical value or rating ng kumbaga ay ng improvement, ano. So, may numerical rating, 4.65, indicating high user acceptance. So, the system significantly reduced inventory tracking errors and improved report generation by 40%. So, hindi natin ikinukwento ng kung paano ginawa, but we present only the major findings. Any question po so far for the summary of findings? Sige. Let's move on with the conclusion. So next part naman is the conclusion. So bakit ba tayo naglalagay ng conclusion? So, siyempre, ang purpose niya is to interpret the findings and directly answer your research objectives. So unlike the summary of findings, which only presents the facts, conclusions answer the so what of the study. So importantly, each conclusion must be aligned with the research objectives stated in Chapter 1. So this shows that the study successfully addressed its goals. So the most important thing to do is conclusion must be based only on your findings, and in the conclusion part, you do not introduce new data. So you write it in declarative statements. So how to write it? So link conclusions directly to your objectives. So avoid repeating numbers or statistics. Focus instead on meaning. So keep the language clear and logical, and ensure conclusions are drawn only from evidences and not assumptions or opinions. So for example, to develop a system that improves efficiency in processing transaction, that's your objectives. And your conclusion might be the developed system effectively improve transaction processing efficiency by reducing processing time and minimizing human errors. Ano? So hindi tayo na naglalagay dito ng numerical value or statistics. Ano? Another example is, if your objective is to determine if the mobile health app improve mother's knowledge of prenatal care, the conclusion might be, the study concludes that the mobile health app effectively enhance mother's knowledge of prenatal care as shown by improved test scores after using the app. Ano? So, yan po yung some examples. Now, a good conclusion should be clear, direct, evidence-based, and syempre connected to objectives. So, kung meron ka lang tatlong specific objectives, dapat tatlo lang din yung conclusion mo. Hindi siya masyadong mahaba, clear lang, or direct lang, and very concise. Ano? Hindi mo kailangang ikwento ulit doon ang nangyayari sa chapter 4. So, direct lamang po or maikli lamang yung ating conclusion. So yan. So, ito nga yung example ko kanina. And then, recommendation. So, bago tayo mag-recommendation, any question po? Pa-react naman po kung nag-grasp pa. Okay, so yung next part is the recommendation. So, ito yung last part. So, the recommendation section is action-oriented. So, it takes the conclusions and turns them into practical suggestions for stakeholders such as schools, policymakers, industries, or communities. It should be, yan. So, sabi din dyan, ang purpose is to suggest practical actions or future improvements based on the conclusion. So, halimbawa, meron kayong hindi nagawa, pero makakatulong dapat. So, pwede natin siyang i-recommend. So, it should be realistic, specific, and action-oriented or feasible. So, it must also be tied to the evidence from the study. So, we have several types of recommendation. Depende kung siya ba ay for implementation, for improvement, and for future researcher. So, for implementation, sino dapat ang gagamit? Who should use it? So, pwede mong i-recommend kung sino ang gagamit. What should be done before full deployment? So, pwede rin nating i-recommend yon. So, kalimitan, yung sa ating capstone project, mostly, ang recommendation natin ay for improvement. What features can be enhanced and what limitations can be addressed. So, instead of ganito ang pwedeng gamitin, ano yung suggest mo, masasuggest mo na pwede pang gamitin, ano pa yung pwedeng improve, like, ano pa yung pwedeng improve sa nagawa mong design, may mga capstone project tayo na result ng recommendation nung mga nakaraang capstone project. Mostly sa mga ICE at saka sa MEXE, may mga ganong capstone project. Tapos ito, for future researchers, ito rin, pwede rin, maging another topic nga. Yun. So, what aspects can be explored further? So, ano pa yung pwedeng i-improve or ano pa yung pwedeng idagdag? Or, pag nag-version 2, ano kaya yung posible pang maging itsura or ano yung posible pang maging topic. So, that is for the types. For example, so kung halimbawa, ang conclusion mo daw ay blended learning improves student performance compared to the traditional classes. Ang recommendation mo ay universities should expand blended learning programs and invest in reliable platforms to ensure sustainable implementation. So, yan po yung example ng isang recommendation. So, ano dapat yung iiwasan natin? What are the common mistakes to avoid? So, number 1, repeating chapter 4 word for word. So, tatandaan, chapter 5 na po yan. Summary of findings, conclusion, and recommendation na. Hindi ka na identify or mag-iisa-isa ng results. Another thing is adding new results. Ay, naisip mo, ay may dadagdag pala ako. So, hindi na po yung pwede sa chapter 5. And then, making unsupported claims or yung mga opinions. So, hindi rin po yun isinasama. We base the chapter 5 only on evidence. And writing vague recommendations like the STEM should be improved. Ay, ano i-improve? Paano i-improve? So, hindi siya recommended, ano? Or hindi siya, or it should be avoided. And again, giving personal opinions which are not supported by data. So, in summary, ano po? So, summary of findings is meant what did you find? For conclusions, what does it mean? Is it aligned to the objectives? And the recommendations should be, or what should be done about it? Ano, what should be recommended and what should be improved about it? Okay? So, yun lang po for chapter 5. Ano pa? Sige.
Yeah, ma'am. So, do you have any questions or clarification regarding chapter 5? Can you make any reaction, violent reaction, heart reaction, any kind of reaction so that we would know if you're still listening to our class? Yan, thank you for those who also love Miss Mariana. So, masaya si Miss Mariana and the heart reaction from everyone. Okay, so just an update. We've already checked your proposal, your yung assessment nyo, which was the first week or January progress. So for the January progress, clinose na po namin or nilock na namin yung submission and as well as the uploading of or updating of the your files. So, hindi na po pwedeng i-update yung files doon. 0 na po kung 0. Then, the other thing which will be given by or so, siguro let's have Sir John Paul muna for a quick reminders before we proceed with other things. Sir John Paul?
Okay, hello, panig po ako. Okay guys, reminder, your February capstone monitoring will be due on this Friday midnight, no, or Saturday morning, 12:00 a.m. No, and also for the students who doesn't have a group in their LMS, no, so kindly manage or lagyan nyo na po ng group mates yung sarili nyo na para mabigyan na kayo ng grade. Okay?
Thank you, Sir JP. So, uh, meron kasi kaming mga napansin na wala pa rin or hindi pa rin napili ng kagrupo nila kahit nasa monitoring sheet ay may kagrupo na. So, double check kung meron po kayong kagrupo kasi makikita nyo naman yan sa mga sinasubmit yung progress kung meron kayo sinubmit or wala. Kung may kagrupo na kahit nagsubmit ang kagrupo nyo, then okay na yung progress report nyo or may grade na kayo. Okay? Kasi pag nagsubmit tayo ng mga susunod, lagi po kayong masisiro kung wala kayong kagrupo. Then another thing is we have we've already also opened the schedule for our what do you call this one? For our defense. For defense, you can check our monitoring sheet. Sir JP, can you please present the monitoring sheet? Yung pong defense doon sa isang meet. Doon ako sa isang meet mag-represent na po para sa Bible. Thank you. Tinatamad ko. Yan. So, wait lang po dun sa isang. Baka parasta. Yan. Okay? For the monitoring sheet, sir, under the mali ang aking na-present. Yung schedule po, sir. So, it's already open na po yung schedule. We already have some slots. This started at This will start on May 4. So, sa May 4 po, mag-start na ang proposal defense. So, kung kayo po ay tapos na sa inyong mga kung sa by February progress report is makakapag-submit na kayo ng 100%, then pwede na rin po kayo magpa-schedule by March, April. Po, kasi po, sabi ko nga sa inyo, madami po tayong i-schedule ngayon. So, kailangan po talaga maaga tayo makapag-schedule. Kasi kung May pa kayo magpapaschedule, baka hindi na rin po kayo umabot sa graduation. Dahil mahaba-haba yung time natin for revision. So, aside from that, we also have, what else? So, by the way, Sir John Paul, okay na po? Nakapresent sa labas. Pwede na pong i-unshare. Stop sharing. By the way, another reminders is that yan. So another reminders is for those po na madaming or meron po ba ditong grupo na lumampas ang budget nila around 20,000? Kasi dun sa mga budget, karamihan po is wala pa namang yan. John Lloyd, how much is your budget po? 60. May prototype kayo, Otoy? Next progress report, Otoy, pa-send ng detailed na breakdown ng inyong budget. Para makita namin. With regards to budget, pag more than 20,000 na po yung budget nyo, kindly submit a detailed breakdown of the budget para po makita namin kung saan malaki yung napabayad nyo. Pwede na sa 20 or 10 ang pasasubmitin natin ng breakdown ng budget. 10? So, pag daw 10,000 ang budget nyo na. Also, submit a detailed breakdown of your budget next progress report, which is next week. So, yun naman po ay hindi nyo i-reimburse sa amin kasi wala po kaming ipan-reimburse sa inyo. Titingnan po lang po namin kung saan po yung malaki ang nagiging cost ng inyong project. So, kung halimbawa naman po yan ay, kaya po less than 10 is ina-allowed pa namin na walang breakdown kasi usually that is for printing, more on maliliit na board or more on sa miscellaneous or administrative fee. Pero ibang usapan po pag more than 10,000 na. So, kung meron po ba kayong mga programmer, ano yung scope ng work niya, meron po ba kayong fabricator, ano din yung scope of work, kailangan po namin malaman. Kasi po, doon din po magbabase ng tanong ang panel. Kung halimbawa ang inyong project is, sinabi nyo na kayo talagang gumawa, pati ang prototyping at ang fabrication, syempre tatanungin kayo ng panel how you fabricate your prototype. Kaya kailangan alam po namin yung scope of work ng inyong mga kinukuhang third party. Are we clear on that po? Clear on that one? Okay. So I think one of the major concern, wala naman pong, based doon po sa pagre-review namin ng mga progress report ninyo, wala naman po kami masyadong nakitang findings na hindi naman kaya talagang i-address. But there are some groups po na lumalapit with regards to their approved objectives. So, kailangan po namin ng approved objectives nyo kung ano yung naka-upload doon sa progress report nyo. So, kung magbabago po kayo ng inyong objective, kailangan pong ile-letter yan. And that should be part of the progress report na nagpalit kayo or nagkaroon kayo ng revision with regards to the objectives. Huwag nyo pong antayin na sa final defense pa, saka makikita ng panel, nagpalit kayo ng inyong nagpalit kayo yung objective nyo. Kasi, pag po yun ang nangyari, yes, Noriel. Noriel, do you have any question? Noriel? Noriel, yung mic mo naka-open. Hindi ko yan. Thank you. So, as mentioned earlier, wag niyo pong antayin na panel ang makakapuna na nagbago kayo ng inyong objective. Bakit po? So, kahit po yan final defense niyo at nagbago kayo ng objective, automatic po yan ay disapprove yung topic niyo. Or automatic yan po ay 5 or incomplete na. Hindi na po kayo papayagan. Kasi ipapaulit po ng panel lahat. Kasi hindi po yun yung objective na inapprove during the proposal defense. Are we clear on that? Clear? Wag nyo na pong subukan kasi we've already have experience na ganun po na mga bata ay nagpalit ng objective and yun ang present sa final defense. Hindi po sila nakagraduate on time. Kasi yun po yung isa talagang mahigpit sa department natin. Pag po hindi yan yung inapprove na objective ng panel, hindi po yan pwedeng i-present sa final defense. So kung sa tingin niyo po may problem po yung inyong first objective or yung during the proposal, consult your advisor, your respective advisor, then write a letter to the panel, CC po or produce a carbon copy for the teacher in charge po. But the teacher, yun naman po ay ipopost lang natin i-attach natin sa mga progress report. Okay? Clear po tayo doon. So, wag na po magdadala ng magulang na pupunta po sa school. Bakit hindi makakagraduate ang anak ko? Ay, ang laki na po ng nagastos. So, kasi po, yun din po ang ipapaliwanag namin. Ang capstone po is based kung ano yung sinet na objective. So, kung hindi po siya nasagot, hindi po tayo makakagraduate on time. Okay? Hindi po kami mahigpit as long na nasasagot nyo kung ano yung inapprove na objective during the proposal defense. Ma'am, one day before ng final defense, pwede pa po bang magpapalit ng objective, mag-letter sa panel? Hindi na po. Okay? For aerospace engineering po, I think it's too late po na magpalit pa kayo ng objective since you already have 10 months na lumipas. Actually, it's more than 10 months na lumipas. From your proposal, dapat kasi almost done na yung inyo. So, hindi na po kayo i-allowed na magpalit ng objective. It's either magpalit kayo ng topic, magre-re-enroll ulit kayo ng capstone 2. For the rest of the program, the 4 programs, hanggang next week lang po namin kayo i-allowed kung may mga changes or meron po kayong mga ipapa-revise sa objective. Otherwise po, tatapusin ninyo kung ano na yung objective na napagkasundaan. Again, objectives are upon the approval of your panel. Hindi po ang teacher in charge ang nagde-decide kung yan yung mga objective niyo at lalong hindi lang po advisor ang nagde-decide. It should be approved by the members of the panel. Are we clear on that one? Clear on that one? Yan. Yes. Sige, Miss Batronel, may question?
Ma'am, good afternoon po.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yung grupo namin is, kami po ay from ICE. May tatanong lang po ako, gawa nung defense po namin, ang revise po sa amin lahat ng panel ay parang halos buong objectives po namin. So doon po ma'am, pagpapacheck pa po kami ngayon, kasi binigay po kayo sa amin na kung ano yung objectives namin na ilalagay. So kapag po magpapacheck po kami ngayon for capstone 2, papacheck pa po namin yung buo or okay
Wait
na po.
lang, yun bang binigay na objective is yun din yung napag-usapan during defense?
Opo, ma'am.
So, pwede po mag-attach ka na lang ng transcript ng minutes of the meeting of your of the defense last time or the proposal defense. Just attach it in your progress report on this February.
Okay po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Yes, John Christian.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me po?
Yes, okay.
Ma'am, same case lang din sa kanina po na during our defense hello, ma'am. During
Yes,
our
yes.
defense po is nag-revise din po yung panel po namin. And then sila na rin po yung nag-write ng amin po new objective. So, kailangan pa po kaya namin po na magpa-approve po ng objective since sila naman po yung naggawa po ng aming pong objective.
Okay. So, for those na ang result, Mr. John, ayan, thank you. So, for those na group na nag-ayos na ng objective nyo ay yung panel during the defense, what you can do is write a minutes of the meeting, kailan yung minutes nyo, sino ang panel nyo, ano yung original proposed objective nyo, eto na yung proposed objective ng panel. Kung yun ang ginamit nyo, then yun na yung i-adapt ninyo. Then, attach it in your progress report for the month of February. Kung meron kayong, kung ma-i-scan nyo yung papel na sinulatan ng mga panel, better po. Yung kahit yung sa objective part lang, yung mga sinulatan. Di ba yung mga panel, nagsusulat sila ng objectives? Paki-scan din po, paki-attach din po. Clear po tayo? Yan. So, any other question? How about for the other group po? Any other question? Sa kabilang group? Wala na pong questions or clarifications? Wala pong questions and clarifications. Yes, Miss Francine.
Good afternoon po, ma'am. Need po ba namin ng RTTP po pag nagpasa po ng revised manuscript?
Meron po kasi mga group talaga na ni-required na mag-RTTP. Meron po mga group na ni-required ng panel na mag-response to the panel. So, kung halimbawa po kayo ay sinabihan na magre-response to the panel kayo, then you have to make the response to the panel. So, usually po, ang mga nagre-response to the panel is medyo madami pong pinababago or hinihingi ang panel na hindi na lang nila ni-required na magkaroon ng representation. So, kung wala naman pong sinabi sa inyo ang panel during the proposal defense at sinabi na, or ginawa na lang kayo ng objective, tapos ito na yung susundin nyo, pwede naman po, minutes of the meeting, then attach nyo lang yung scan copy ng mga comments ni panel. Okay?
Ma'am, last question po.
Yes, sige, ganda.
Need po ba kasama yung budget and Gantt chart po sa revised manuscript po?
Hindi po. Sa final manuscript po natin or sa revised yung i-revise po, hindi na po kasama sa chapter 3 yung budget. It's just part of the appendix. Hindi na po siya part ng manuscript mismo. So, pwede lang po tayo mag-attach as part of our appendix.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Okay. Any other questions or clarifications? Yung iba po, wala nang question. So, this is your time po para mag-ask because we will be having a 1-week break ng meeting natin. Wala po tayong sorry. Ang next meeting po natin, I think, is week ano tayo, Sir JP? Week 14, ano po? Conference paper? 14. Week 14 na yung sunod nating meeting for the conference paper. But then always visit our LMS kasi meron tayo doong mga activities and may mga date na po doon ng activities. Okay? Such as yung self and peer during the midterm and yung mga progress reports. Lahat po kasi nakalagay na doon yung mga dates niya. Ma'am, question, paano po pag hindi kami nakapag-submit last time nung January monitoring or January progress report? Makakapag-send po ba kami ng progress report for February? Nakalagay po doon. Dapat daw po may grade kami ng January progress report. Makakapag-submit po kayo ng February progress report kasi grenade naman po namin kayo ng 0 sa January. So, technically, may grade kayo, may na-receive kayong grade, 0 nga lang. So, pwede pa rin po kayong mag-send ng para sa February progress report. So, medyo maaga po yung progress report natin kasi, sige po, i-extend ko po yung progress report natin kasi next week po pala ay exam week and some of you do not have schedule. Kasi bagay, online naman. Do not have schedule, pero marami pa rin hindi nakakapagpapirma ng progress report nila. So we'll have our new deadline of progress report para talaga for the month of February on March 1 up to March 7. So March 1 to 7 po ang ating progress report for the month of February. So next week po may time po kayo para makapagpa-check sa inyong mga advisor. Clear po tayo. Yes, Jovan.
Mamas ko lang po about doon po sa progress report namin po nung last. Ang ginawa po kasi namin is binreakdown po namin yung progress report po namin. Bali, ang objective po namin 3 lang. Ginawa po namin doon sa progress report is ginawa po namin 4. Okay lang po ba na ganun po yung aming gawin?
Ano yung
Or dapat
comfort
po-
objective? Kasi ang usually ko nakikitang set sa monitoring, it's the pre-objective, pre-objective, objective 1, objective 2, objective 3, and post-objective. So wala naman pong problema. Basta ang binabasa lang po namin is yung talagang objective nyo. Yung objective statement nyo.
Yan po. Sige po, thank you po.
Sige. Yes, Casas, Mr. Casas.
Hello po ma'am, good morning. Good afternoon po. Tatanong ko lang po sana regarding po dun sa revision po ng objectives. If ever man po na ang mangyayari po, magpapabago po ng wording ng objective po para maging mas specific lang po.
Anything po na changes in your objective, kailangan po ng approval ng panel.
Sige po ma'am. Okay po. Thank you po.
Miss Camille? Camille ba? Camila, sorry. Camille.
Ma'am, same situation po dun sa changes po ng objective. Paano po kung ano po, sa deliverable po nung mga panel is verbal po nila sinabi na wala pong nakasulat sa mismong ano po na manuscript.
Minutes of the meeting ining. So minutes of the meeting, then kung mapapasign nyo man lang at least sa inyo doon sa chair ng or kung sino man yung nag-suggest no objective. Ha?
Okay po, thank you po.
Okay. Or kung mapapasign nyo sa 3 panel, good. Pero kung halimbawa ay at least doon sa chair. Ma'am, para po wala ang chair at ang chair namin ay si Sir Alvin. So, pwede naman po sa ibang panel. Okay? Any other questions or clarifications? Yes, Melia. Noreen.
Hello po ma'am. Good afternoon po. Yung regarding po dun sa message po namin kahapon about po dun sa requirements po sa ethics po, yung endorsement letter po, tsaka technical review approval. Sa department po kaya yun kinukuha?
Yun pa rin yung, I think, clarification din namin last time kasi hindi namin alam kung ano yung ibig sabihin nila sa technical approval. Kasi, ang ipapaano pa lang naman natin is the methodology. So, yung technical, I don't know if they would accept that the proposed pa lamang yung tatanggapin nila. So, maybe you can email the committee if they would be accepting the proposed topic pa lamang or approval of the topic nung pagbubuo pa lang o pagpo-prototype. Kasi hindi ipro-prototype pa lang talaga natin yung device. Ano po?
Okay po ma'am. Thank you po.
Yes, Paula. Thank you.
Good afternoon po. Tatanong lang po sana namin kung ano pong reference po sa final manuscript po, kung IEE po or Harvard po.
Okay, for the final manuscript po, final manuscript we'll be using Harvard referencing. But for the conference paper, which is 10 to 12 pages, that would be IEEE. Okay?
Okay po ma'am. Thank you po.
Yes, John Lloyd. Yes po. Yes. Kasi pag... sige, continue, John Lloyd. Minutes of the meeting lang, Otoy. Tsaka yung comment na pinare-remove yung last document. Last objective. No? Sige. Mr. Casas.
Hello again po, ma'am. Regarding lang po dun sa revision po ng objectives po, meron ba pong parang template po na kailangan po namin sundan po or kami na lang po magsiset kung paano pong itsura?
Wala naman. Kasi kung minutes of the meeting yung gagawin nyo, basta makikita namin yung original na objectives at ano yung kanyang binago. If you're requesting for a change, then dapat magbibigyan nyo din ng reason bakit kayo nagpapapalit ng objective. Pero kung halimbawa katulad ng case ng iba na may sinadjust na si panel, ang kailangan lang nila is minutes of the meeting, scan copy, state lang nila yung mga objective. Okay?
Noted po. Thank you po, ma'am.
Okay. Any other questions or clarifications? So kung may mga letter po kayo, kung may mga i-request kayong documents or data from other offices, not limited to BATS-TQ offices, outside offices, be sure that your letter is nabasa muna ng inyo or na-check ng inyong advisor. So hindi naman po kailangan sa aming mga teacher in charge ang pipirma. Pero be sure po na naipabasa nyo, napaverify nyo muna yung content sa inyong mga respective advisors. Clear? Any other questions or clarifications? Other questions, clarifications? I think wala na pong questions or clarifications. Yan, Mr. John Christian.
Hello. Ma'am, nag-chat po ako sa chatbox. Medyo maingay lang po dito.
Sige, wait lang ha. At dalawa kasing ang minomonitor namin. Sir JP, ano yung chat niya?
Regarding po sa budget, paano po kapag estimate pa lang po ang nasa budget pero na-portion is 20?
Okay. Regarding sa paano po pag nag-estimate pa lang po ng nasa budget pero nag-exceed na siya ng 20K? Ang budget niyo, medyo naguluhan ako doon. Kung budget pa lang siya, paano siya mag-exceed to some? Nag-exceed na sa 20K. Yung kanina sinasabi natin. Pero wala pa talaga kayo nabibili. Pwede naman po, ilagay nyo lang kung, parang budget nyo din. Ilalagay nyo lang kung saan nyo gagamitin yung inyong pera. Kahit po hindi pa siya nagagastos. For example, 10,000 is for the fabricator. Tapos, via canvas pa lamang. Wala pa talaga kayo nababayadan. Diba? Or 20,000 or 10,000 is for components, electronic components. Electronic components and canvas pa lamang. So, wala naman po problema doon. We just need to know kung ano na yung mga possible na pagkakagastusan nyo din. And hindi po kasali sa budget muna ha. Hindi po budget po ng project ang pinag-uusapan natin. So, hindi po natin isinasali diyan ang panels fee at hindi din po natin isinasali diyan yung kung magpapakain kayo. Kasi may nakita ko dating budget na nasakit ang ulo ko. Ang nakita kong budget is panels fee and yung pagpapakain. So, baka magulat kasi mga magulang nyo na bakit ganyan kalaki. Aabot ng 10,000 yung pagpapakain nyo, hindi naman kayo magpapaliksyon. So, dapat po ay yung project po ang lalagyan natin ng budget. Although siguro yung administrative fee, which is the panels fee, yun po ang pwede. Okay? Question, clarification. By the way, during the final defense, but this is for the ano pa rin naman ha, we would be opening na magkakaroon po na pwede po tayong kumuha ng secretary. Kasi nagiging problem po ng mga estudyante, hindi po nila nare-record or hindi nila na-transcribe yung kanilang defense. So, ganun din po yung ginagawa sa grad school. Meron po silang isang estudyante na sa secretary. Pero that would be an additional fee po kasi. So pag-uusapan pa namin sa department and kung sino lang pong willing na group. And syempre dapat alam natin kung ano yung magiging role lang ng inyong secretary, kailan niya maibigay dapat yung transcription or transcribe ng minutes or meeting, then how much would be the fee. So yun po ay pag-uusapan pa namin. And depende po kung sino lang ang gustong mag-avail ng secretary. Ang secretary po is lower year po ang kukunin natin and kung may willing po. Kasi mahirap po talaga mag-transcribe ng defense meeting. Okay? Other questions or clarification po? Question, clarification? None? Wala na pong question. So, kung wala na pong questions and clarification, other reminders from my co-facilitators. So, wala po. Again, we'll be having our next online meeting on week 14. So, yung pong mga susunod na week ay you can continue working with your project po or with your capstone. And with that po, thank you to my co-facilitators, Sir JP, Ma'am Annie, and Ma'am Sol. And again, good afternoon and God bless everyone.